DLC Pack 20, also known as Future Saga Chapter 3, is on the horizon, but the big question still stands. Are we going to be getting a brand new Awoken skill for our custom characters? If we do, I need you guys to comment down below what's the next Awoken skill you personally would like to see. As for me, I would like to see Super Saiyan 4. I know technically they already dropped the ball with that Awoken skill because the last DLC was the Daima pack. Perfect opportunity to include SSJ4 Daima. It is what it is. Technically they could still implement that later down the line, basically just whenever they want to at this point. They don't necessarily correlate the Awoken skills with whatever the content is within the DLC pack, because with Future Saga Chapter 3, we are getting Wrathful Broly, but I'm not necessarily expecting a Wrathful Awoken for our custom characters. That would be cool, don't get me wrong. But we are back with some more Xenoverse 2 mods. This is why we're creating today's video, because we do have a new Super Saiyan 4 Daima Awoken for female and male Saiyan warriors. But before we get into all that, I don't think we're going to be getting an Awoken skill with this upcoming DLC, just because we do have 11 days left until the actual pack drops. To be fair, they obviously still have some announcements and reveals to make. Like, for example, last month, via the V-Jump scan, Wrathful Broly was confirmed. However, Bandai hasn't necessarily dropped that Wrathful Broly trailer just yet. It's probably going to be part of the launch trailer, which usually drops a day or two before the actual release of the DLC. And obviously with Frieza, he's going to be coming back with the Ultra Supervillainous transformation. He was teased within the Chapter 3 teaser trailer, right? So they still have contents to reveal. I'm hopeful, faithful over here for another Awoken skill, but I just don't see that happening. But hey, I would like to be proven wrong for sure. So as for this mod, it was created by No One Knows. That's their actual username. I'm not saying I don't know who created this mod. They just go by No One Knows. It says right there, Super Saiyan 4 Daima. It will consume 5 key bars. Nothing too crazy for the description. It literally just says Super Saiyan 4. So we're going to be going in with some custom supers and custom ultimate attack, which were created by Man-Q, also known as Kaito. These attacks are coming from their Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku mod, which I showcased about a week ago. We have Primal Heat, Kamehameha Reversal, and we should have the ultimate move. Final Rampage, is that the one? No, I don't think so. It has to be a key right there. Savage Meteor, that's going to be the custom one. It says, rush toward the opponent and unleash a brutal fury attack. Perform additional input during the rush to attack from behind. Oh, wait, I don't think I did that during the showcase. This is why we always have to read the description of the skills to know exactly what's going on with them. Kamehameha Reversal, you can use it as a counter. That's when he does the upside down flip. Charge a Kamehameha that can counter melee attacks. And Primal Heat, press the button again to fire a Ki Blast. Use while using the left analog stick down to jump backwards. Something similar to Android Kick, where you can jump forward or backwards and then follow up with the Gigantic Energy Blast. Now the Awoken, the cherry on top for today's video, Super Saiyan 4. I am ready for this. Without further ado, make sure to drop a like, turn on post notifications, and let's jump straight into the showcase. We're actually going to be displaying another modded Super Saiyan 4 Daima Awoken skill. This variation was created by Crystal. It consumes 3 ki instead of 5 like the other one, and it says surpass the barrier of Super Saiyan 3 and tap into your primal power. While transformed, your strength is increased, but you also take a bit more damage. So this one is a bit more proper, I guess you could say. And it's just cool witnessing different variants of the same skill from different modders, right? Because each modder / creator will have their own vision of the same skill being brought to light. And that's just epic to me. So now let's jump into the showcase. Again, the custom attacks that we have here today are from this Super Saiyan 4 Goku mini character. Massive thanks to Man-Q, also known as Kaito, for developing this. Really well-made mod, in my personal opinion. We have the epic model itself. the custom running animation, the custom super and ultimate attack. Feel free to check out that video if you haven't already, but I feel like Dimps and Bandai should include the rest of the mini Daima characters because we only have a base mini Goku, and that's about it. Wouldn't it be cool to get an official Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, and even SSJ4 mini Goku alongside Vegeta mini Super Saiyan 3? Now, don't get me wrong, we already have the better characters in the game, adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku and adult Vegeta, right? But I think it would be cool if they just complete the Daima roster. So as for the attacks, just quickly going over all these in my base form, then we will transform into SSJ4. Primal Heat, this is going to be the front flip one. If you move the analog stick backwards, you will be doing the backflip. Again, something similar to Android Kick. If you press the input again, you will be throwing out the gigantic Ki Blast, the Yeet, which of course this is the attack that Mini Goku used against Goma, how he broke his ankles with the front flip, then caught the energy blast mid-air. Hey, something we can do over here. Do the front flip, break his ankles, and strike from behind. Very cool. Super Kamehameha, 2 different variants to this. You can just simply press the input once, throw out the energy wave with that very cool effect, the fiery fierce feature to it, whatever you want to call it. That's of course from Mini Goku, and we do have the adult Transcendent Kamehameha for the ultimate. It's called the Savage Meteor. But let's go ahead and display the counter. Whoa! Oh, yeah, let's actually see if we can counter Ki Blast attacks, because I know we can counter strike-based moves, but not entirely sure about Ki-based moves. We might have to switch his setting, but I think we can do this. Yep, perfect. So, yeah, can't counter energy-based moves, which is totally fine. Just set him to super strong. Land this for the one time. Dude, I set him to combo strings and he decided to use a super attack again. Come on, man. The computer's malfunctioning over there. Strike! Yeah! And there it is. The reversal parts of the attack. I like the recovery animation after he uses the energy wave. You can see how he does the handstand flip right there. Attention to detail. Really well made stuff over here. Oh, he went with the grab. So, going over to the ultimate, Savage Meteor. And it's something similar to UI Sign Goku's ultimate, where we have the consecutive strike moves right there. And then he goes into the Transcendent Kamehameha, once again with that fiery effect there. If we move the analog stick, I believe the description said that we'll snap vanish behind the opponent. Let's try that. There it is! It's all about breaking the opponent's movement, right? Whether you snap vanish behind the opponent with the ultimates or use the counter and do the reversal. Very tricky stuff over here. And Primal Heat, right? How you can flip behind the opponent like that. And then follow it with the strike. I like the moveset that Manku created. So this Super Saiyan 4 Awoken is the one created by No One Knows. Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go! There we have it. I like the sound design behind the actual animation with like the deep bass after we transform. But look at that, the model changes drastically. Just because in the game, you guys know Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Daima, how his model is like gargantuan compared to all the other Goku models. If you compare GT for Goku and Daima for Goku, yeah, this one just towers over original GT. It's crazy how they decided to go about it. But yeah, we have the same proportions or properties over here. For the CAC, we got the model. This very well could be the actual, outfit that we get from the Daima DLC, which, by the way, I know it would have been epic to display the official Daima skills with this Awoken skill mod, but this is the downgraded version of Xenoverse 2, hence why I don't have any of the DLC Daima skills or characters at that. But we do have the hair model, Yeah, the bust, the aura, which was created by D's auras. I like the electricity surging from the model, the gigantic size going on there. Yeah, very nice. The animation alone, we can't necessarily revert, so we just have to restart. Check that out. We have the Beast Gohan animation with the line, going in the background, or I guess from Super Saiyan 2 Team Gohan, but that's not necessarily in the game. Well, actually, it is Violet Rush or Violet Rage, that festival skill. About time they included that. Yeah, it's taken from one of those two. And then we just power up, do that crazy idle charge. We don't have the pupils. We're losing our mind. And we transform. And you can hear the distinct sound effects again in the background, like this roar going on, the Uzaru scream. Ah! Let's try that once more because I ruined it when I paused it. It's very faint, but you can also hear the heartbeat, which at the start of the Super Saiyan 4 Awaken, Mini Goku at least, you guys know how we got like the heartbeat. Even in classic GT Super Saiyan 4, how his whole chest was just pounding, his eyes was glowing red, very vicious. Yeah, so I really do like the sound design in the background. So we do have the moving tail. Let's go ahead and use some of the super attacks. Yeah, moveset is going to be the same. Some Awoken's build or mods out there do alter the combo strings, but this, again, it's just going to be the transformation itself. Not entirely sure if we get a power boost. I'm assuming so. Yeah, we have to, just like all the other Awokens. Again, very epic mod by No One Knows. Now let's actually showcase the second SSJ4 Awoken mod. This one, again, was developed by Crystal. Let's just skip the formalities and transform. 3, 2, 1, here it is. Oh, yep. This is it. The definitive edition of Super Saiyan 4. I did showcase another variation of Super Saiyan 4 mod a while back. That one was a bit more similar to the mini first time transformation from the anime. This one is more similar to the adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku transformation. I really do like this one. Like what I said before, it does feel a bit more proper. Wow, that was epic. We have the giant size. The tail is going to be the accessory, which is a different color theme. We have the bust, the hair, the correct color theme. Very nice stuff. The same aura. Yeah, it's just the transformation animation itself. We can also revert to our base form. This is where the mod shines. It's like a combination of the actual Awoken skill from the anime and the Transcendent Kamehameha, because when he first started to charge, you guys remember how he threw his arm up into the air, gathered all that energy, and then just started to power up right here. Epic. And then we just get that very fast-paced transformation. It kind of feels like an official Awoken skill, if you ask me. Just because it just skips all that and just jumps straight into it. I mean, recently with the DLC Awokens, they have been animating it a lot more, which is something I appreciate, don't get me wrong. And here he does the Goku stance. Oh, with that additional burst right there, that's very cool. With the aura. Yeah, this is it. Again, both Awoken mods, top tier stuff. It's just whichever one you prefer. And again, I do appreciate how there's a ton of modders out there creating their own versions of the Super Saiyan 4 Daima Awoken skill. But I do have to say this one by Crystal is a bit cooler in my personal opinion. So let's see. Yeah, the moveset is going to be all the same, which is totally fine. Now let's go over, dude. We're just beating up Goku over there. No, using his own power against them. That's not fair, man. That's not fair. So we do have Primal Heats once again. Ooh, doesn't this feel super official? Well, at least for me, just because I am playing as this character right now, currently. Kamehameha reversal. Yeah, definitely have to perform the ultimate just to capture the adult Goku essence over here. Perish! Transcendent Kamehameha! I decided to go with Fierce Fury or Fierce Fists. This is, of course, from Orange Piccolo, just because it kind of suits the Super Saiyan 4 character. I mean, even the official DLC Goku, right? He has an attack something similar to this, where he does one emphatic charged fist attack. And Demonic Destruction, just because it kind of feels like he's going back to the primal roots, how he just grabs the opponent and then chucks him towards the ground. Very fitting, if you ask me. But as for the basic grab, oh yeah, it's going to be normal. The moveset didn't change. So that's pretty much it, man. Hopefully we get an Awoken skill for the upcoming DLC Pack 20. That's mainly why I wanted to do this showcase. You know, if we do get that Super Saiyan 4, then it'll be even better, the DLC pack. Well, it is technically part of the free update. But yeah, Super Saiyan 4 is the next Awoken skill I personally would like to see. And we just have great modders out there, you know, creating all their skills and animations. You know, I guess this is just a sneak peek or a potential feel of how an Awoken skill will feel for a CAC, right? This is it for today's video. Just a quick showcase. Thank you guys for the immense support. I'll have all the modders linked down below in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace!